Hello, and welcome back to my Hamburger Spoof YouTube channel. Today, I want to continue this stream of videos of ADA price prediction, where we are against Bitcoin, what could happen from ADA against the USD, where we are globally in the market, and what could happen in the upcoming future. I want to explain and give reasons why I haven't done any videos in the 2.5 past months, and I want to give some predictions or where we are in the bubble. So welcome back and let's go. In the first video that I made of this stream of videos, in the 8th of January, I identified a potential bullish pattern from ADA against the Bitcoin. This could be seen if we compare the 50 and the 200-day moving averages, and at that time, beginning of the year, the 50-day moving average was beginning to get momentum against the 201, and potentially, if this continued, the ADA could become bullish against Bitcoin. This event could be confirmed throughout a golden cross that potentially was estimated to be in March 2021. But this event happened earlier than expected. On the 8th of February 2021, the golden cross was confirmed, and the bullish behavior from ADA against Bitcoin was still confirmed. Where are we right now? Well, after this confirmation of the golden cross, both lines have kept separating to one another. 50-day moving average has still gaining momentum against the 200, but I want to highlight a event that occurred a couple of weeks ago, which was a fake trend reversal. Why I think it's fake? Well, we are in no means in another indicators saying that ADA is beginning to lose momentum against Bitcoin. All the altcoin market is very bullish, as I will show later in this video. So I think this is only a confirmation that we were in a downtrend wave, according to Elliot Wave theory, but we are in no means, in my opinion, in a bearish scenario. So if you're new to the channel, I want to state as well that I do this comparison against Elliot Wave theory, trying to fit the pattern because mostly markets behave this way. So I established also in the Ace of June a pattern that could be potentially bullish for ADA and that will follow the Elliott wave pattern scenario. So I identified that wave 1 and wave 2 of this were already complete, and we were beginning a very, very bullish wave 3 that would have, of course, 5 subwaves. And the 8th of February, I established that, I argued that the wave 1 could be already completed, and then the 25th, I gave reasons why wave 2 was already completed. Well, today I want to stand that that assumption was completely incorrect. So what has been happening during these 2.5 months is that the wave 2 has been occurring, and it completed itself at the beginning of this week. Right now, we are at the beginning of wave 3. But before continuing, I want to give a short summary of what Elliott wave theory is. Elliott wave theory states a market move up in 5 waves, and the correction happens in 3 waves ABC. So within each wave, macro wave, there are sub-waves, and everything gets more complicated. So now, with all the previously stated things, we are in wave 3. We have completed already wave 2, and we are still in a very bullish scenario. Right now, ADA again gaining momentum against Bitcoin. This can be confirmed by several indicators, but the most powerful of them being that we are again above the 5-week moving average, 10-week moving average, and 20-week moving averages. So all in all, in my opinion, the next weeks are going to be really bullish for ADA. And there we can get to levels of $2, as I stated back in my previous video. But of course, it was wrongly assumed that we have already completed wave 2. Before I continue, I want to give some details about why I do these videos. So, mine Hamburger pool is a stake pool operator for Cardano network. So I'm mostly focused on ADA, and it serves as a single stake pool operator. My pledge is to only run one pool for the network, to run it in a low cost infrastructure as possible, trying to be many eco-friendly because as we all know, one of the solutions of the proof of stake is trying not to consume as power as Bitcoin does. So I want to contribute to the network, running a single pool to decentralize and with a low cost, low consumption infrastructure to be as a mere contribution to the ecosystem. So we are right now 19 delegators with a 15.8 million ADA total stake, it's a duration of 24%. Why? Because recently we have been awarded with the Cardano Foundation delegation. It is more than 15 million ADA. This is huge for the pool. This will allow us that during the next 3 months to produce a lot of blocks and hopefully we can attract a lot of delegators to come to the pool and we can grow together. For instance, in the epoch that we are, 264, mine is expected to mint 15 blocks. 15, well, 14 blocks is the highest probability. So it's stacked times. We have recently been awarded in Pool 2 with a 10 block award. And I really looking forward to growing the pool, keep growing together. So if you don't know where to delegate your ADA, if you're still considering if your pool fully represents you, mine is the perfect place to be. I really hope you can come and I really hope you can earn an extra reward. Check out my lucky draw videos to see why. To finish with this, I also do a little price prediction for Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the leading indicator in the market and as well, I am doing the ADA versus BTC prediction. So it is consistent to do a Bitcoin versus dollar. So you know at the end how much is going ADA to win against the dollar. So in the 8th of February, I identified the bull flag and the breakout of the bull flag. On the 25th of February, I stated that most likely Bitcoin was going to have a really huge resistance on the $60,000. So it will trend from the $50,000 to $60,000 for the next months. This has been true. If you can see the Bitcoin pattern against the USD, it has gone above the 60,000, but completely bursted down. And right now, if we take as a reference the 50-day moving average, you can see that it has been trending as a resistance for the last couple of weeks. And right now, up in this moment, Bitcoin is again up above the 50-day moving average, which is good news for Bitcoin. And possibly, potentially, a breakout could occur in June or late May. I want to also highlight this chart. This is the first time that I'm pointing out to this chart, which is the Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance states how powerful Bitcoin is with comparison to other altcoins. How much stake in the game has Bitcoin? So this chart has proven that whenever the market is behaving in a bearish manner, the Bitcoin dominance is very high, over 60%. But when the market begins to get really bullish, really bubblish, let's say, so we are entering into a bubble, the dominance go below, sorry, the 60%. Right now, at the moment that I'm doing this video, we are at 46%. If you take a look, we haven't seen this ever since July 2018. Remember that the previous bubble bursted at the beginning of 2018, and ever since that moment, it has another breakout, but it had been bearish up until end of summer of 2020. The previous low for this was 33% Bitcoin dominance. Most probably, if we continue at this rate, we will hit that level, and it could be a good potential indicator to tell us that we are in a risky area and the market could potentially explode again and the bubble could potentially explode again and re-enter into a bearish market. Why do I say that? This is very important to highlight that the momentum that ADA has against Bitcoin is still in a growing phase. We are in a wave 3 within a wave 3, which means that it's still potentially a lot of months to grow. And if we take a look at the beginning of 2018, it had 3 months in which Bitcoin dominance recovered and again went down. So, in my opinion, we are really close to ending the bubble. But it doesn't mean that ADA cannot still gain momentum against Bitcoin. So most probably the peak of ADA against Bitcoin, the end of wave 5 of wave and subwave 5 within macro wave 5, which would be the highest high, could happen at a point where Bitcoin is not on the all-time high. It could happen at a point where Bitcoin had already visited the all-time high, which in my opinion could be in between the 90 of the $100,000, and ADA is not that much valuable against the US dollar. So just because ADA is in a bullish pattern against BTC and will continue that, in my opinion, in the future, that doesn't mean that the price of ADA against the USD is going to increase potentially up until the levels. And most probably, in my opinion, once we end this wave 3, if we are continuing at this rate of decay of the Bitcoin dominance, that could be a great indicator that the market is going to burst. So keep that in mind. Non-financial advice, of course. So, in summary, Bitcoin stabilized at 60K. There is a possible breakout in June. The Bitcoin dominance is heading towards the all-time lows. This might be a bubble burst indicator. ADA has cooled down for a while. It has been in a wave 2, in a sub-wave 2 of a macro wave 3, and now is beginning to regain the momentum within this re-entrance in the wave 3. The 50-day moving average keeps getting distance from the 200-day moving average, and the trend reversal fakeout was identified. So, in my opinion, nothing to worry about. Still, all ADA signals are bullish, but the Elliot Wave theories progress slowly, which means that what I mentioned right 1 minute ago, that the peak of ADA against Bitcoin will likely not occur at the same time that Bitcoin peaks against the US dollar. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say. I hope that this video clarifies a little bit, and let me once more make some publicity for my pool. I hope that you can join. I am going to be giving away a lot of prizes in the coming months because the Cardano Foundation has not registered themselves to participate in the lucky draws. This is huge because we will be producing at least one block per epoch, and I will be giving away 1,000 ADA every month. I have done a survey and I will not be selecting one winner because in the lucky draws that are carried out, there is a luck factor that multiplies your chances by 10 if you are selected. You have potentially a lot of chances of gaining an extra reward. So I hope that's reason enough for you to join. Thank you very much for listening to my videos. Until next time.